Hello. I hope you guys had a wonderful Halloween. Fun, spooky, scary, all sorts of candy, waxy candy. I always find Halloween just to be one of the more fun holidays, but my favorite holiday is coming up. I absolutely love Thanksgiving. Love the meaning. I love the food, the desserts. I love everything about it. I love the fall because I get to wear cute little things like this without having to do my hair. So, I wanted to talk about this year's holiday season. What do you guys think will happen if you go through the next 2 months, all of November and December, with the plan of going on a diet after all of the festivities? What do you think is going to happen? Knowing that you're going to be depriving certain types of food, let's just say particularly anything that has sugar, any breads, any starches, any tortillas, all grains, right? What do you think is going to happen? Just think about your past. What happens during the holiday season to the quantity of food and sweets and snacks and overall consumption and drinking alcohol? What happens when you tell yourself at the end of the year you're going to stop, you're going to clean it up, and you're going to focus and fix the damages? If you really think about it, I'm assuming you'd say, I really had an intense party with the rest of the culture, right? What would happen if you decided that there was no diet, no matter what you were going to do during the next 4 weeks of insane celebration, religious celebration, cultural celebration, solstice celebration, all sorts of get-togethers, seasonal foods. How much seasonal food is out just this time of year? The pies, the cakes, the sweets, the cookies, homemade cookies you only get during this time of year because they are Christmas cookies, Hanukkah cookies, Kwanzaa cookies, cookies just because. Pretty food. It's actually so much fun. We are living in the most abundant times. We should feel so fortunate, don't you agree? So, what would happen if there was no diet? What would happen to how much you drank, how much you ate, if there was no way to fix the consequences of overconsumption of all those food options? How would you eat them differently? Would you have a little sample of everything? Would you say, screw it, I'm going to eat it all and just be fat the rest of my life if there's no way to fix it? Probably not. I've yet to meet someone that says that. And trust me, I ask that to everybody I work with. And I've worked with a lot of people. Just think about that. What would happen to the excessive amounts of eating that cause physical pain, physical sickness, long-term consequences? The more you repeatedly eat excessive amounts of food, the more fat your body has to acquire to survive. So what would happen if you didn't have a diet and you chose that because of that you are not going to overindulge, but you still want to enjoy the foods and be a part of the culture? How do you find that balance to where at the beginning of the new year you don't need to fix any damages. Wouldn't that be amazing, to be honest with you? And to go through and have all of that excessive abundance and to not feel that you have to eat it because you're not going to eat it anymore after the New Year's, right? You know, if you've already decided, okay, well, screw it. The next 2 months, I'm going to go ahead and give myself breads and grains and sugars. And I'm just going to enjoy this season because it is a cultural celebration, time of celebration and of a crazy abundance. Could you imagine what it would be like to be able to go into that and to be able to say, you know what? I'm going to pick and choose here. Maybe I only want the pumpkin pie, but tomorrow I can have the pecan pie. Or maybe I can have a bite of pumpkin pie, a bite of pecan pie today. Maybe, you know, of all of this food, all of these appetizers, which ones look the best and which ones really aren't something I'm interested in. You know, to where you're discriminating, not because the food is bad, but because you're really going off of what you are more strongly attracted to. So, my point, this holiday season that we are in at this point, it began with Halloween, is an amazing opportunity to work on emotional eating, disordered eating, and eating disorders that directly stem from an impending purge, such as a diet. The purge comes in January. I mean, you'll start noticing a ton of weight loss books, food mongering books. You're going to see a ton of stuff published in the next month or so. Why do you think I published Weight Loss Apocalypse in November? Because the dieting, the amount of people who are purging come January is huge. Absolutely huge. So they know if you have them as your backup come January, anything they do is going to work because you're going from excessive abundance and binging to, you know, control and, control and scarcity. It's so predictable. Just look at your history. So this is the time. It is not in January. And what I find fascinating too is, for the most part, what I do is emotional eating work. People come to me, they pay me to help them get out of the diet binge cycle. And it's incredible to me that people would rather wait to work on their emotional eating after the holidays. And it's like, well, really, if you really wanted to work on your emotional eating, this is it. Let's do it now. If you can make it through the insane, excessive amount of abundance that you're going to have at every turn without overconsumption, giving yourself grace, giving yourself the freedom, no shame, no guilt, learning to eat these foods. Really, what season can't you handle, right? What wedding can't you handle? What celebration can't you handle, right? So in terms of celebration eating, this is the best time to work on it. And the goal is to be able to have it in front of you and to have the choice. So I am extending an invitation for those of you who have just struggled, who've been watching my videos for 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months, 2-3 years. And if you're still struggling, I'd love to work with you. There is a link I post on most of my videos to schedule a consultation. Let's do it now. Don't wait for the new year. The good news is that this is a slow period for me, so I have lots of time. It's a lot easier. Come January, it's incredibly predictable, right? all of a sudden, let's work on our emotional eating now that we don't have any temptations. Sounds like a diet, right? I'm here. I can help you. This is the time to do it. If you wait and you give yourself a diet at the new year, you will have gained. Trust me. The average 6 to 12 pounds, up to 15 to 20 for some of you over the next 8 weeks. That's a lot of pressure come January. And most of you know you're never going to lose all that weight. You won't. You're not going to do it. At least permanently, unfortunately. So, schedule a consult. Let's do it. Get you through the holidays. Develop a sense of confidence in these types of environments. Refuse to diet. Refuse to fix damages. Stop purging. Dieting is a purge, just so that you know. So if you're going to binge for the next 8 weeks, because you have a purge, you might want to think about that. The ultimate goal is that you never have to get back on track. There is no, got to get back to controlled. The idea is that you live organically, that it isn't fixed, that it isn't super controlled, that you don't have these big pendulum swings anymore. It's miserable. It's suffering is what it is. It's time to stop. And it doesn't stop in January. It needs to stop now. Let's do it. Look how beautiful this is. That's a mega house. I love the fall. I'm about to go into those hills right there there's my dog. Yeah, you kind of can't tell how big everything is from this. Okay. I will talk to you soon. Goodbye.